Hey everybody, welcome into this new tutorial. In this video, let's take a look at how we can make some printable wall art and sell them here into our Etsy.com store. So in order to continue guys, we need two things. The first thing is to have already an Etsy account and convert that into a seller account from Etsy.com, and it's really easy. So the first thing we want to do, so first of all, we want to go into Etsy.com and go into sign up. So once we sign up our account, it's going to be really easy to click in the part right here where it says become a seller. In my case, I'm already a seller. And if you already start the process, you might see that there's like a little shop manager right in here. If you are just new, you're going to see become a seller right in here. So once you click in here, you're going to see two ways that you can start into Etsy. And the first thing, it would be just by setting up your Etsy shopping here. So once you create it and you are ready for creating your first listing, it's going to be asking you for some photos, a video, and all the listing details. Now, in order to continue, before we continue here into Etsy.com, we want to look what kind of item we want to sell, right? So if we are still into the wall printable images, there are a couple of ways that we can just inspire ourselves in order for selling that and create them first into Canva. So I'm using Pinterest because Pinterest is a very great place where a lot of image sharing, you can see a lot of trending so far. So if I go into Pinterest.com, I want to go into the home feed. And now that we're into the home feed, what we want to do is to look for some wall arts. I'm going to type printable so we can use these three keywords and see what's going to be appearing here into Pinterest, so we can take a look of how what we can do in order for selling that into Etsy. So as you can see, I think like something more wall arts. This is like some minimalistic style. I kind of like this, two of them. So I can choose, for example, this one. I'm gonna try to look for that into Etsy as well. Printable wall art. So if I scroll down inside Pinterest, I'm gonna see that there are a bunch of options that I can choose. For example, this three walls right in here, kind of like this one as well. I guess we can just focus on text, whole text, which is more easy. Choose to be happy, resistance is possessed. So if I go into Etsy, you're gonna see as well there are flowers in here. There's some lyrics in here. This one is rated as a star seller. So I want to scroll down, I want to look for something that's really interesting for me, but I don't want to see a lot of competition, right? Because I want to fit in here. So there's botanical wall art, there's a printable wall art right in here, homebody club, easy, something like this. So now that we have an idea, we can go right into Canva to start creating something. So here into Canva.com, we want to go into the search bar and try to look for some. So as you can see, there are a bunch of templates that we can use. We don't want to copy this template. We just want to use the size of this template so we can download out those in a very great resolution. So for example, I'm going to stick with this one. You customize this template. If you want, you can choose this 16 by 20 or choose this poster portrait here into create a design, custom size, and go into poster the portrait. So I can go right in here. So we can start this real quick. So there, I think this is pretty easy, but for a printable wall art, I think I like it. So once I finish here, I'm gonna go into add new page. Now it's really important, guys, that you're doing this as well. So go into your element section, go into the all section, and now tap the mockups keyword. So what we're going to do is try to find a mockup of something like this. So how it's going to be looking on the outside, right? So I'm going to make a black background. And here what I want to do is just, lastly, what I need to choose is to drag this item and put it right in here. There you go. So that's how it's going to be looking. If you like the result, you can just download that and just start to sell that into Etsy. If you don't like that, then you can go back into your first page and try to add something else. For example, I'm going to go into the element section, and I think I kind of want to add And there you go, it's looking so much better. If you want to import that really more faster, I strongly suggest you guys to click in here. I'm gonna lock my image so I cannot move that. And what I can do is to select all of my items of my first page. I want to group them, and there you go. It's looking so much better right now. So after that, we can go into the show section, go into download, and I want to save all my pages right in here. So I'm going to download those so I can import that into Etsy and start selling those. Now, I strongly suggest you guys to use more than just one mockup, so the customer can preview how it's going to be looking, the latest art. So I just have one of those. I need like maybe another one. And for example, if I'm making my listing a little bit more interesting is by using the mockup that we just created here. And at the very end, guys, you can put in here some tags in order for helping to search for the listing. We can use as much as 13 tags to get found, and we can get some ideas if you want to. There's the inventory and the pricing here. If you want to use some domestic and global pricing, in my case, I'm not going to do that because this is just a digital download of it. So as you can see, this is the preview of my wall art, printable art. So it's not looking so bad after all. I think it's looking pretty good. I think I can edit this and go into save. And once again, if you're not into this kind of minimalistic art, you can go into the Pinterest. Let's try to look for something like printable pop art. And depending on the keywords that you're using to find your style, is going to be appearing something different. For example, this cactus, kind of like this one. And you just need to scroll a little bit down to take a look at more style, something like this. So if this is what you're looking for, you can always go once again into the element section. Let's try to use another page. You can go into the search bar of the elements and tap some pop art and see what graphics can we use into Canva so we can start creating something a little bit more realistic, guys. So for example, I want to use this background. And there you have it. That's another style. It's another kind of art. So we can go and add another page. And once again, I want to use a mockup, right? So actually, I can go back into Canva and try to go into the templates and try to look for some printable templates. And there you have it. I can download my page number 4. Once again, I'm going to download. And I'm just going to put in here the current page, which is number 4. I'm going to download those and I can create another listing. So the process is exactly the same. Just add the new listing, the photos in here. If you want to add a video of the process of how you do that, you can import that as well. So as you can see, there's a bunch of things that we can use from Canva to sell that into Etsy. So it's just a matter of being creative and try to inspire yourself to see what's really interesting to sell, and not just by doing some random thing. There has to be some inspiration or something like that. So I'm going to click into save. If you really find something valuable into this tutorial, I invite you to like and subscribe to this channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now you know the basic stuff, basic tools that you can use from Canva into Etsy. Hopefully we can see your work out there on the website. And of course, see you next time.